Junot Diaz, who just gave us a very entertaining reading here at the Merengue Restaurant in Boston. And thank you very much for joining me, Junot.
Oh, thank you for having me. Pero en español esto.
Un poco, pero no comprendo.
Tú me lo preguntas en inglés y you speak to me in English and we'll see what we can do.
All right. Okay. Now, you spoke and you write a lot about the diaspora of the Latino people from Dominican Republic. Have you ever thought of the comparisons between the Jewish diaspora and the Latino diaspora? And, you know, because this area in particular where this restaurant is was once all Jewish.
Yeah, no, traditional Jewish community. I mean, for me, what's fascinating about the dispersals of people is that one never knows how we will end up and who we will meet. So, of course, there's the famous case in Sosua of the Jewish refugee community that comes to us during World War II, right before, and ends up some of folks settling in Sosua and Santo Domingo. And there's been this kind of interesting and fascinating connection with that. But as always, man, dispersed people have to, in some ways, have a level of creativity and a level of courage that few people, I think, who have never been dispersed do not understand.
It's true, because in the early 20th century, you had Isaac Singer and a lot of Shalom Aleichem and all those authors. I want to talk about your writing now for a second. How did you come to the decision to eliminate quotations from your dialogue?
Oh, that was just a trick because the writer Cormac McCarthy was doing it, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the way it looked, and I also liked the idea that it would be hard for a reader to differentiate between what the narrator is thinking and what they're saying, and I kind of like that work. I kind of like that confusion.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes you have to go back and read it again.
It's nice.
Who said that?
Exactly. And did they think it?
I like the way you addressed the audience. It was very entertaining and down to earth. Is anybody ever put off by some of the language that you use both in your books and in person? I find it hilarious.
I mean, I'm sure they are, but it's, again, anyone who's not going to listen to you because of what you've said is not going to listen to you because you have an accent. It's not going to listen to you for any number of pretexts. I think what matters is the content of someone's message, not how it's wrapped.
Right. Now, you mentioned during your talk that just because people have a few Latino friends doesn't mean that they're tolerant of Latinos in their neighborhoods. What would constitute proof for you that somebody was inclined for that? Or
I don't think it's a litmus test. I don't think anyone stands judgment over this. I was sort of describing a dynamic that occurs where we like and accept individuals, but we will reject communities. The idea is to enter into that conversation. What, baby?
Okay, last question for writers. What would you suggest that they do? Do they have to get a degree to be a writer to publish a book?
No, of course not. What they have to do, of course, is focus on their art. Nothing makes a writer quite like reading. It's the most boring bit of advice, but it's the only one that really consistently works.
Makes me happy because I do a lot of reading, and I consider myself a writer.
Good man. Well, thank you.
Well, thank you very much for this time.
Thank you. India, say bye.
And thank you for watching.
Bye. Bye.